Alright, what's going on, guys? Trey back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be talking about Naruto one more time. So, did a video earlier today, or when you're watching this, probably yesterday, talking about Naruto, gave my top 5 favorite characters and why, explained some things about Naruto. In this video, I want to talk about a concept or a topic, I guess, that kind of sort of occurred to me as I was talking to viewers and comments and stuff, and the question is Naruto, the series, the manga, and the anime, too drawn out? And, you know, in short, to answer this question, I think it is. I'd answer yes. Now, some people like having series or shows go on for 10 years, that kind of stuff. And I don't have a problem with it. But I think it has to be interesting all the way through. And it has to lead towards a climax at the right time. I feel like Naruto, I don't know, something about it to me personally just kind of feels like where the climax is coming, and now that it's, you know, here and everything, I don't know, it just kind of feels like a little unorganized to me, the way that it came together and everything. Because if you think a little while ago, we had all the different members of Akatsuki fighting, you know, going off doing different missions, capturing the different bijou and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, now we get to this point where we're sort of at the series' climax. It's at that point now where the war is on. And it's been probably, you know, the most exciting it's been in a long time, in the last 2 years, roughly. But I just feel, for some reason, I think a lot of people feel too, that they're just getting sick and tired of it. And maybe that's the writing. Maybe that's just, you know, because it's been on for so long. I mean, it's hard to keep a series going for that long, I think. When you go into that, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and onward years of a series going on, be it a manga or an anime, is really hard to come up with new concepts to keep things innovative. Because if you think about it, there's almost nothing innovative in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Ito Tensei was shown in Naruto, not Shippuden, but just Naruto, used by Orochimaru when he attacked Sarutobi with Kabuto and the Sound Ninja. And, you know, so bringing that back again, even though I like it and it's brought back on a massive scale in the Fourth Great Ninja War, I still have to say that I do feel like it's a little bit too drawn out. I think probably in the first part of Naruto, before Shippuden, the Chunin exams were probably the most exciting part, I think, of the whole series. And I think during that, it was really, everything was going really well with the series. Sasuke leaving, you know, all that kind of stuff happened at the end of the original Naruto. And Shippuden did step it up, but I just feel like the direction it went to get to the point that we're at now, I don't know, it seems a lot like a lot of it's sort of like was filler with the different Akatsuki members and that kind of stuff, and coming to this point, and where it's going to go on from here. I mean, I think personally, after the Fourth Great Ninja War ends, it should probably finish. It should probably end. I think if they go for another time skip, or they go for another sort of third major section in the series where Naruto is a full-fledged adult or becomes Hokage, or, you know, does this kind of stuff, I just don't know personally if most people are gonna stay on with it. Because I mean, when Naruto started, I remember the anime started when I was in like grade 10. Was it grade 10 or grade 11? It was a long time ago. I'm talking like maybe, geez, 10 years ago now, when I first started watching it. At least 10 years ago. It was a really long time. So I think it's really hard to keep a show going for that long. And the other thing, too, is that it's going to affect the way people look at the series later on when they look back at it. Because it was so drawn out, because it took so long to get this arc over. I mean, if you think about the Akatsuki arc, it has lasted so long. It's just crazy. And yes, I think that Tobi, Madara, all the other characters from Akatsuki are good villains, but it just feels to me like, let's wrap this up and let's move on to something else, you know, because I just think the whole Akatsuki thing has been going for too long, and it needs to get wrapped up. And I think that that's a fault when you have a storyline like that, an overlying storyline that just takes too long to get wrapped up. Kishi seems to be leaving a lot of things and just not tying them up. He's just kind of leaving them lingering there, like Sasuke and Naruto eventually being destined to clash, after the first series. I mean, it's going to be, hundreds of issues now, hundreds of episodes of the show before we finally see that get resolved. These problems are just taking so long to get resolved so that we can move on to something else. So I don't know necessarily if the series itself is too drawn out, but I think that the overall story arcs in it, like with the Akatsuki being, this big group and stuff, it's just taking too long to get wrapped up. And that's why a lot of people are dropping out of Naruto. I still think that right now it's probably the most interesting anime or manga that's been out in the last couple of years. I shouldn't say that because people lose their damn minds. But there's been a lot of other good anime and manga too. But it has been interesting for a very long time, and it has done a good job of staying relevant all this time. But now, to me, it just feels like maybe a little bit, maybe it's been going for a little bit too long. Maybe they need to wrap it up. And I don't know necessarily if the series should end, but Kishimoto's got to wrap up these arcs that he's created. When you're getting into these, with your characters in this situation, you have to resolve that stuff. You got to resolve the Sasuke and Naruto thing. You can't just leave that, lying out there to eventually take care of, 300 issues from now. Who is Naruto going to be with? Is he going to be with Hinata or Sakura? Which one is he going to go with? Leaving it hanging again. I just want to see these things get resolved and the characters develop some more in some way after this is all done. He better wrap it up properly in the end, because in the end of the Fourth Great Ninja War, because if he doesn't, I think a lot of people are going to drop out. So in terms of, is Naruto too drawn out, I would say yes, it is, but at the same time it could be it is drawn out, but I think it's drawn out because Kishimoto is leaving these things that he's starting too long, and he's not resolving them and moving on to something different, which is why the story is starting to feel, to me anyway, a little bit stagnant, and that it needs to kind of progress, because we need to see some other kind of character development from Naruto and the other characters involved. We need to see, like, a lot of these characters that were in the original series in Shippuden have disappeared. I want to see them again, what's going on with them. I want to see characters evolve and change, not just their fighting skills and abilities. I want to see their lives change. Yeah, sure, Naruto's learned all kinds of techniques and stuff, and yeah, he's been the savior now and this kind of stuff, but, we want to see him get that relationship thing with Sakura or Hinata resolved. We want to see what happens with that, We want to see him beat Sasuke down eventually. And leaving it hundreds of issues apart, to me personally, what if the series, like, for example, what if the show or series was to get canceled really soon and have all these, things that are just out there hanging? I think people would get really, really pissed off. So is Naruto too drawn out? Yes, I think it is, if he keeps writing it the way he is. If he resolves these things and then wants to do another story arc after that, I would be interested if there was like a time skip and then something else happened. But I just think that the whole Shippuden major story arc needs to get resolved soon, and we need to see some kind of character development. Maybe see Naruto as the Hokage. Maybe fast forward a little bit in time to some other event happening, have the Hokage get assassinated, and have Naruto finally become the Hokage and have us follow him in that and see what he's doing. Because I don't know how long Kishimoto wants to keep this going for, but I mean, the series has been on for so long now. How long is he going to keep going? Like, will it be 10 years from now and there'll still be Naruto on in anime and maybe manga being written? I mean, it's possible. Will it happen? I don't know. But if it does, I'd definitely like to see it go in a different direction. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about it. Is Naruto too drawn out? Trev says, yeah, in a lot of ways it is. Later, guys. Peace.